All right, so today we're going to be finding the slope of a line that passes through points, and we're going to be showing you two quick examples. If you're looking for a long explanation as to why this is our slope formula right here, I would encourage you to check out the video in the description. It'll give you an idea as to why this is our slope equation, so feel free to go check that out if you need to. So first and foremost, before I start with my equation, I'm going to go ahead and label my points x1, y1, x2, y2. It's the x and y value of the first and the second point. So I'm going to go ahead and plug these in. So my y2 is 7 minus my y1, which is 2, over my x2, which is 1, minus my x1, which is 7. Okay, so 7 minus 2 is going to result in 5 for me, over 1 minus 7, which will be negative 6. So my fraction will simplify down to just negative 5 over 6. Okay, so that's my slope there. Now over here, let's go ahead and label our points x1, y1, x2, y2. And already some people are looking at this like, oh no, there's fractions, there's negative numbers, they don't have the same denominator even in the fraction, which is going to cause a little bit of extra thinking. But don't worry, the process is still the same. So it's m equals my y2 is 5 minus my y1, which is negative 1. 5 minus negative 1. And then my x2, which is 3/4, minus my x1, which is 2/3. So let's work on this a little bit. So 5 minus a negative 1, that's really just 5 plus 1 over 3/4 minus 2/3. Okay, so the denominator here, we gotta get the fractions to have common denominators so that I can subtract them. So I'm going to multiply the top and bottom by 3, top and bottom by 3, the top and bottom by 4 on this one to get them to have the same denominator. Again, if you're wondering why we're doing this, consider checking out the video that I'll tag so that you can review how to add or subtract fractions with unlike denominators. So that is going to result in 5 plus 1, which is 6, divided by 3 times 3, which is 9, over 12, minus 2 times 4, which is 8, over 3 times 4, which is 12. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify this down a little bit. 6 divided by 9/12 minus 8/12. That just leaves me with 1/12 in my denominator. And a lot of times people will stop here, but we can simplify this even further. And so down here in the middle, let's just remember that if I multiply, if I divide 6 by some number, say I divide 6 by x, that's the same as multiplying 6 by the reciprocal. Right? Dividing by a number is the same as multiplying by a reciprocal. So that applies here because 6 divided by, let's leave it, 6 divided by 1/12, which that's what this is, 6 divided by 1/12, is the same as 6 multiplied by its reciprocal. Well, what's the reciprocal of 1 over 12? It's just 12 over 1. Okay. And so 6 times 12 over 1, I know 6 times 12 over 1 is just the same as 6 times 12, which is 72. So I can rewrite 6 over 1 over 12 as 72. So my slope here is 72. Or you can write it as 72 over 1. That's the same thing. So we'll put or 72 over 1 in parentheses, right?